In this video, I'm going to share with you why a one-page website is not helping your business. In fact, it could be detrimental to your online presence. I'm going to take you through a new website that we've just launched for an electrical services company in Sussex. And before that, we're going to take a look at their previous one-page website and just discuss and look at the pros and cons of why it's not helping their business or wasn't helping their business and why it's a benefit to have the new website that they have. Okay, so let's have a peek at their old website presence. Now, this was a typical one-page website, and there wasn't any scrolling on this site at all. But what we have is all of the basic information that you'd find on a typical one-page website. Some of them are laid out so that you have pretty much this info on more of a scrolled page, but this one was kind enough to have it all in one, well, without having to go any further. So what do we have here? Well, we have some simple information about the company, residential or commercial electrical services. We have a call button, a call number, and an email. In terms of the visual hierarchy of this page, which is very lovely in terms of its branding, the one thing that's jumping out to us is in this circle, and we have trusted, reliable, experienced, and qualified. That's really nice. However, I feel like this text here should have been more in the middle, as that's really the focus of the page and what can be offered to the customer, the person looking at the site. All of the other information is supportive, but unfortunately, I feel like there's a real mess around with the visual hierarchy here. In addition to that, the customer has to do a manual action in terms of copying down the number or the email in order to get in touch. So unless they're actually just looking for a navigation to Instagram Reels and to look at fail videos and kitten videos, that's the only click really available here to go and get lost on social media. In terms of getting in touch with the actual company, there isn't a customer journey, there isn't a reassurance of the company's expertise or experience, and there's a manual action to get in touch. This really will just lead to them shutting down the page more than getting all fiddly on their phone. So unfortunately, this is a bit of a dead end for the website user. In addition to that, though, I'd like to talk about whether this page has any ranking potential or where people would actually find this website. This page is not going to be picked up by Google. There's no content on it that's going to tell Google what it's about, that it's helpful for any particular customer at all. And so this isn't really going to experience any positive organic ranking. So where do people find out about this website? Well, it's likely to be on trade or electrical services trade directory listings, or in the Google business profile on the direct website link, or perhaps even on a business card. Now, the question is, once somebody has navigated to their site, do they get any more information than the place they were in where they got the link from? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense because I've said it. So let's think of a directory listing. It will likely have the phone number, the email, maybe even a direct click to contact setup, such as a contact form or click to call. This is certainly true of a Google business profile, where they have where you can have posts on there, images, even videos, a full write-up about the company, and then you've got an easy click to call on there also. So navigating to this website is a disappointing dead end, unfortunately. There's no more information than the previous place the customer or potential customer was, and if anything, it's more fiddly to get in touch due to there not being a contact form or a click to call. So this is a dead end for a potential customer and likely to cost the business potential leads. It would have been better not to have had the link away from a directory listing, or not to have had the link coming from their Google business profile page. And of course, there's nothing more on here than you'd find on a little business card. So why send them to this digital presence? Okay, so that's pretty scathing as far as a little review would go from myself about the one-page website. But I've got to be honest, I feel that a web page or a website in and of itself should be assisting the business with handling objections, answering questions, preparing the customer to realize that the company has a level of expertise and experience. And I found that one-page websites generally do not have that at all. So let's have a look at their new web presence. Now, the briefing for this was that Alex was after something that was modern and sophisticated, more leaning on typography, didn't want to say too much and have paragraphs of information, which I completely agree with. People tend to scan websites. And he also wanted it to be quite sort of animated and lots of nice movement to look smart and professional. Just as a side note, wasn't really interested in it being a white background as a standard. He felt that that was a bit too boring, which is absolutely fair enough. In terms of content, it needed to be pushing users towards realizing that they do commercial projects and serve the commercial sectors, as well as providing electrical services for domestic clients. So that's really where we were going. Now, I will say that obviously looking at their previous site, there was quite strong branding. We've got this lovely use of typography in the logo, but also in the text. And this is a very strong brand color. So I wanted to bring that in also. Right, you ready to have a look? Now, this is their new web presence. Now, obviously, I've brought in that strong typography. I really like that it looks sturdy and sure of itself. Very, very professional. Now, to look at this, we've obviously got lots of lovely movement in the video background, which depicts some really professional electrical installations. And so it communicates a job well done. Below this, we have the logos moving in an animated banner. The fact that they're animating across the page and they are logos lets us know immediately that this company is a player on the field. They're well accredited, well experienced. They have a level of expertise. And of course, the social proof comes in there quite discreetly at the bottom, which I just wanted to communicate consistently rated 5 stars. Now, I don't usually like to tuck the navigation behind a click. On this occasion, I did for this for this screen only. But as we scroll, it does come into play and it takes that call to action with us. Because obviously, as soon as somebody thinks, this is the company I want to deal with, we would like that call to action to be immediately available. But however, just for the sake of that screen, we do have a full menu that comes from the hamburger menu there. Okay, scrolling down, we've got a continued use of really strong typography. The branding is really strong on this site, and the use of the brand color comes in with hover effect as we look at the different services. Now, again, design is not just about aesthetics and branding. It's not just about that. It's about the customer journey, which is conversions design. It's also about ranking and SEO design. So all of this has to serve all of those, those 3 aspects. And it certainly does that. Attention has been put into the H tags here, the heading tags, I'm sorry. And obviously this is telling Google what this page is about. But also this is a really good user experience when they are either looking for renewables, commercial or domestic, and they can immediately go to the page that suits them and which serves their customer journey. Let's just take a peek further down the page. The styling continues as we see the process that comes into play with the projects. This is important information. So is social proof. Now, this was at the top on the hero section, but I thought it was important to get the star ratings and specific reviews in play. Also wanted to bring out a headline from the reviews as well, just so that we've got that as more scannable reading. Now, going through, sharing more about the company, but it ends in a really strong call to action, and this takes them off to a CRM link where they can fill out a form. So this is a really great user journey just as a homepage, and obviously this is a one-page experience, and yet it serves the purpose way more than this. This is lost in direction and focus, and there's nothing to easily click or move the customer forwards to a call to action, unless they want to go to Instagram. So the strengths of this obviously is that they can go to another page that's dedicated to what they want to find out. So let's pick one. Let's go to commercial. And obviously we've got more movement here with the text coming into play. It takes attention and it communicates. I also put a gradient animation on there just to keep things moving a little bit. But again, it's just very branded, providing lots of information to handle objections and answer questions. And all of this is about communicating that the company has a level of expertise and experience. And so, as you can see, we're breaking down all of the different aspects of commercial service for electrical services. And yeah, it looks really, really fantastic. The brand color is used to highlight the keyword in these headings. Again, it just contributes to it being very scannable as people scroll down the page and find what they are looking for. At any point when they're like, yeah, these are the guys for me, they can click the call to action and go to ServiceMate and start integrating into the CRM with a contact form. But obviously, they can navigate all the way down to the main call to action at the bottom of every service page. Now, again, I just want to stress that website design is all about aesthetic design, conversion design, and also ranking and SEO design. And all of that is being taken care of here. So we have the H1 tag, but it serves as important information in the customer journey. And all of these are appropriately tagged to give Google or other brands of search engine the important information it needs to gather or ascertain the content of this page. These are really, really important just to communicate commercial electrical services and then the specific aspects of that service. So all of these are really great signals to help rank this service page, and that's going to help the website in and of itself, getting organic traffic. And then, as you can see, the customer journey once people start coming in is going to be a positive one. It's leading towards answering questions and getting them to a happy call to action to speak with the team. I'll leave it there, but hopefully you can see that a one-page website is not only unhelpful for rankings and for a customer journey and to bring in those qualified and potential leads, but it could actually be detrimental as a customer experience, and you just won't find out how many people went to that disappointing dead end. This website, however, it's a simple 6-page website, and yet it really competently presents all of the different services offered by the company. It has frequently asked questions. It has all of the information somebody needs to start building faith in the company's expertise and experience. And that's what it's all about. That's the journey that we want to take people on in web design. So if you found this interesting, if you are wondering how your website could better serve your needs, please do get in touch and have a conversation. My name's Chris Good. I head up the web department for Growth by Design, a really fantastic marketing agency. And if you'd like to have that conversation, then please do get in touch. In the meantime, if you'd like to throw me a like and a subscribe or throw me a comment, that would be really great. And perhaps I'll see you in another video. Thanks very much. I'll speak with you again.